How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and today we're going to be talking about Ideanomics IDEX. They had some big news that came out today, and I want to share that with you guys. And I also want to go through the technical analysis. As you know, it was a red day in the market, but there were some numerous buying opportunities that we could see, especially first thing. But anyways, I'm going to go into more details about that and the technical analysis, but I also want to put out the disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice. So when you do invest, just know you're doing it at your own risk. Now let's get into it. All right, so let's get into the technical analysis for IDEX, Ideanomics. I'm hoping that you guys were able, you know what, I'm not even going to get into it yet. Let's get into the technical analysis first, and then I'm going to cover that and just show you guys where we saw a big time opportunity. All right. So as you can see from yesterday, we ended up gapping down. As we know, it was a really down day in the market. We ended up hitting a pre-market low of around $2.61. We had a strong move all the way to the upside, getting to the pre-market high of $3.24 from the last sell-off that happened when we gapped down. All right, so that's actually looking really good. As you can see, that was actually an area also of resistance. We never were able to actually revisit that area for the entire pre-market. So as many other stocks, we had a strong sell-off right at the beginning there, right? So we could see that there's an increased amount of volume there. Also, you know what, let me just spread out the chart for you guys. As you can see, there's an increased amount of volume over here. As you can see over here, that really is indicative of that, because as you can see for the most of the rest of the day, it was pretty much flat. Volume was kind of bland, right? But at the beginning here, because again, there was a lot of selling, a lot of impatient investors, or probably a lot of stop losses, trailing stops that were triggered as well. We can see this over here by looking at the RSI, where literally our RSI was at 21. So at $2.71, this was a great place to add. If you wanted to actually add to your position, bring your cost average down a little bit, then hey, or maybe you just wanted to actually get into the stock, or you've been looking at it for quite some time, this was a great dip to take advantage of. So as you can see here, from $2.71, making a strong move all the way to the upside around 10, where it hit $3.22. Just over 50 cents. But as you can see, we're still staying above VWAP and carry some extra momentum going here to $3.34. To be exact, it hit the top here, which didn't stay that long, around $3.37. Then we have some selling off that goes on up here. Because again, when we look at the RSI and so forth, especially when it's around 70 or if it's close, there's going to be a cool off. There's going to be a sell off. Again, there was a lot of traders in this IDEX stock as well, right? So now, let's take a look at this area. So this area, what does this look like from our regular videos? This is a support area. We see a lot of consolidation, a lot of price action within this particular area. And what was that area? So we see 320, and we see it going down around 316. So that was the ranges, and that was also for a very long time an area of, I'll give you a second to figure it out, resistance. Right, so a lot of resistance in this 327 area, as you can see here, all the way from 1135, carrying all the way till the end of the day. We ended up revisiting that area at around 325. So now we ended up closing the day. Overall, IDEX was down 8.5%, but then we got a big news catalyst that came out, which I'm going to be covering just now. But as you can see, what has happened from close, where it was at $3.23, it made a strong move to $3.49. And right now, currently at the recording, we're at $3.44, $3.45. This is actually still a solid price for IDEX to be in the $3 range. Hey, that's fine. That's an okay range. Again, this is a stock. We're going to go further back a little bit to show you guys. Let's go with the 1 month, 5 minute. This is a stock that was literally on February the 5th, in the beginning of February, reached $5.68. So as we can see what's been happening and going down in the market, it's been on a downward trend. But again, I just look at this as, hey, these are buying opportunities in these areas. Will it be able to revisit $5.68 and go past that? Most definitely. As far as looking at IDEX, I really like it for a long-term position. It will recover like the rest of the market will, But again, I definitely do see a bright future for IDEX. I know it was kind of like the jack of all trades, being in fintech and then also being in the EV space and so forth. But at the same time, we've already seen and we've read that, hey, their bread and butter has been in the EV space. That's what they're good at, right? As far as the businesses and the segments that they're in. The fintech area hasn't been doing as great as their EV segment, all right? So let's get into the news right now. This, as we can see, so Soultrack announces expansion of its tractor reservation campaign. Soultrack Inc., a portfolio company of Ideanomics, which trades on the NASDAQ, announces a new reservation campaign for Soultrack's all-electric tractors. As demand has grown quickly for Soultrack's all-electric tractors, customers can now reserve their place in the productions line with as little as a $1,000 deposit. We've decided to decrease the initial deposit to allow customers to express their interest and intent. This is good for our customers and good for our production line, said Soultrack CEO founder Steve Hekaroff. Soultrack Inc., North America's first manufacturer, again, this is really good to pay attention to, first manufacturer and distributor of quiet zero-emission electric tractors, has seen grown their manufacturing capabilities to ramp up production and meet demand, while pursuing their long-term goal to reduce carbon output in farming and utility work. According to Research and Markets, the global agricultural tractor market is expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 7.7% through 2027. The market size for less than 40 HP tractors is estimated to reach USD 23.41 billion by 2025. Soultrack's initial 3 models focus on the under 40 horsepower market and have a 70 horsepower under development to address the broad needs of the market. Its tractors are specifically designed to serve the needs of community-based farms, vineyards, orchards, equestrian arenas, greenhouses, and hobby farms. Soultrack has taken reservations for its 40 horsepower equivalent e-utility tractor and the 4-wheel drive 30 horsepower equivalent compact electric tractor. So now let's keep going forward. As we can see, Soultrack tractors accommodate existing implements and have a low noise level, and the absence of exhaust makes electric tractors desirable in any environment by improving workers' health and safety. The additional battery weight benefits the tractor for added traction and stability. Soultrack electric tractors can be charged either from the utility grid or from the renewable energy like solar and wind. Electric tractors are around 5 times more efficient than its diesel alternatives, and Soultrack tractors only have one moving part in the motor. Consequently, maintenance and fuel costs over the lifetime of the electric tractor is estimated to be 1/3 of that of a diesel tractor. We are excited to see the continued interest in our electric tractors, said Ideanomics CEO of Alf Poor. This new reservation system allows Soultrack to significantly decrease the initial cost of ownership for its tractors in high demand. The 2021 lineup of all-electric tractors continues to showcase the best of Soultrack's power, efficiency, and connectivity for the growing ag tech industry. Again, this is really big for Ideanomics, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. I must say, I'm impressed with IDEX. Even on the dip today, I ended up adding a bit more to my position, and I really can't wait to see what happens with the company going forward. I know they're in the fintech space, and they're also in the EV space and so forth, but like we were reading in an article that was like pretty much in one of the videos that I made a while back, the EV space is what they're doing really great at, and it's definitely surpassing the fintech aspect of the business. So I'm just hoping that they really focus on the things that are actually really successful for them moving forward. But I do understand that, hey, they're trying to make sure that they're diversified. And again, they're just being prepared and being ready for growth later on in the future. But anyways, I'm still a happy shareholder, and I just can't wait to see what comes up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll be talking to you real soon. Peace.